Hey y'all, this is Healing Honey, and we're back with another video. I hope that y'all are doing amazing. So, today's video is going to be about self discipline, having self discipline of your mind. So, when I say have self discipline of your mind, I mean everything that you do should have some type of outcome that you're trying to get to. Whether it's you going to the gym, whether it's you going after that dream, whether it's you finishing your day, whatever the case may be, we should be having some type of progress that we're trying to get to. We should be on a journey of elevation, right? So, one way that I've been doing for over a year now, I have a notebook. So, in my notebook, every day I write down the things that I want to get done. And when I finish that thing off of my list, I check it off. So, having discipline with yourself is a part of self worth. It is a part of self love. And it's also a part of having self accountability. Now, I have another video on my page that I made at the beginning of my page a year ago talking about having accountability and how important it is to have accountability because at the end of the day, this is your life. So, whatever you're trying to accomplish, whoever you're trying to be in life, it is up to you to get you there. People can give you the advice, people can motivate you, people can give you the tools, people can give you ideas, but you have to be the person to take action. A lot of people like to watch videos that inspire them and motivational videos and listen to audiobooks, which is great because I do it and I've done it. But it takes a time in life when you have to get up and start taking the action. You have to take all the energy, and in that energy you're going to start moving that energy, and as you're moving that energy, that's how you get things going. We can't just desire something and not put any type of energy towards it. We have to take the physical action to get there. We have to know that we're in the physical realm. And because we're in the physical realm, we have to take the action that needs to be took to get to the destination, to become the person, to be the person that we desire to be. So once we take the action, we know that on the other side, if I'm desiring this thing and I'm doing what I have to do, whether it's mentally, physically, or emotionally to get to that destination, I know that the end result has to be me being successful. I know that the end result has to be me making it to the end destination, my end goal. In the book Think and Grow Rich, they talk about how having perseverance is important because you can start a business, but you don't have the perseverance to keep going. You don't have the energy to keep going. So we have to know that in life, it is certain moments in our lives where we're supposed to act. We're supposed to take the action. And if we decide to take the action, if we do the action, then it's like a momentum of energy happen because you're moving on what you feel. So when we move on what we feel, that's when we go to the store and we meet someone that changes our lives. That's when we go to an event and we're able to network and we're in the right rooms at the right time with the right people. A lot of the times We let human things like money, like resources, like not knowing how, when, where, we let these type of things hold us back. And money is an energy. Money is a part of our internal compass. When I say money is a part of our internal compass, I'm saying abundance and money is connected. So abundance is an energy, and we know that abundance is not just money, right? Abundance is the trees outside. Abundance is the animals in on earth, because it is an abundance of animals, right? It is abundance of fruits and vegetables. It is abundance of grass. So we know that abundance is all around us. And abundance is something that we have on the inside of us. But through life and society, we forget that we have that in us. Through programming, as us being children, we hear different things about money, like different things like money is hard to get, or money don't grow on trees, or you think money grow on trees. All these different things subconsciously are put into our system, because I talked about how we as humans have a brain, and this brain is like a computer drive. And if the programmer is our parents, if the programmer is society, if the programmer is the government, then that means that me being the hard drive, me growing up in this society, everything being programmed into my mind, to my subconscious mind, I'm taking as real, because us being kids, we think that our parents, society, and the world is being truthful to us because we're kids. We don't really get to know what is true and not true. We have to decide that within ourselves once we become adults, because my truth may not be your truth. So we have to know that in life we get programmed to think these certain things, and in life they become programs and they become our identity, or the way that we think, or the way that we move, but they're really not us. So we have to know that if we're connected to abundance, and money is an energy, just like abundance is an energy, we have the ability within us to manifest whatever we desire to manifest. Whatever you desire to manifest, you can have. It's within you. The fact that you have the ability to even desire that thing, you have to know that you're a creator. You're creating your reality 24/7. Even when you don't think you are, even when you feel like you're not, you're witnessing every day a manifestation of your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. Everything around you is showing you this is how you're thinking, this is how you're being, this is the energy that you're projecting out to the world. So you're seeing a mirror. It is reflecting back to you who you are, where you are, and what you feel about yourself 24/7. It is a screen, it is a medium showing you this is you, this is who you are, this is how you showing up. So you always have the ability to change what you're seeing in the mirror, but before you change what you feel or see in the mirror, you have to change yourself. And I like Neville Goddard. He talks about how people always try to change the reflection in the mirror but never try to change themselves. You're mad at what you see in the mirror, baby. You got to change what you see on the inside. You got to change who you are. You got to change something on the inside if you want to change that reflection. It's not the other way around. The reflection doesn't change first and then you. And that's when we talk about the inner work. The inner work. If you want to see a difference, if you want to see a change in your reality, you have to do the inner work to be able to see the outer work. That's how it works. It is levels to this. It is steps to this. A baby don't come out the womb trying to walk. That's not how life works. First, the baby has to get the strength to even hold itself up. Once the baby get the strength to even hold itself up, then it starts to want to crawl. Once it starts to learn, okay, I can move from crawling to walking, then it tries to hold itself up and balance itself. It doesn't come out the womb and say, I'm going to walk. That's not how life is. It is steps, it is seasons to everything in life, it is cycles to everything in life. We have to realize this. And I had to realize that if I want to see different in my life, if I want different for myself, then I have to start showing up how I desire to be. But for me to do that, I have to do the things, the habits. You have to have the habits because your habits is what make you as well. Your habits are important. Just like they say, you are the company you keep, you are the network that you keep. It is the same thing. If you hanging around people that always complain about money, what are you doing? I'm pretty sure you're complaining about money too. You have something to say about the prices going up, you have something to say about gas. You are seeing a reflection of you. You are seeing how you think and how you feel. They are showing you something. They're saying, look, this is your reality. Because we're friends, most likely we think alike, right? We have to realize that if I desire more, if I want more, if I want to become more, if I know I can reach greater heights and be more in myself in life, then I have to be different. I have to do something different. You cannot expect to be something different or something more without changing, without breaking the old, outdated habits. Something has to change. If you're seeing the same thing in your life, it is showing you something. It is showing you maybe you need to look here. Maybe it's some work you need to do here. Maybe it's some things you need to heal here. Maybe you need to put a microscope over yourself, because it's easy to put a microscope over everybody else's life that we see on social media in our lives. It's easy to notice other people's stuff, but we don't notice our own stuff. It's easy to see what somebody else can be doing differently, but you're not doing that yourself. It's easy to see this person can be successful, but they don't even see it in themselves. What about you? Can you see the successfulness within yourself, or only are you only seeing the potential of other people? You have to know that if you're desiring something, if you're seeing something in someone else, you have it within you. If you're inspired by someone, you have it within you. If you're seeing this person can reach these heights, I desire to be the same way, you have it within you. We are reflections of each other, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the sad. We all have moments of us feeling like, okay, I used to be that way, so I know. I used to be toxic, so I know. I used to think negative, so I know. All this is part of the process. You have to know that if you can go your lowest, baby, you can go your highest. It's nothing that you cannot reach. It is nothing that is not accessible to you. You have the ability to tap in within yourself. You have the ability to show up for yourself. You have the ability to be everything that you desire to be. But you have to know that. You have to know that from the inside out, not just someone telling you that. You have to feel it. It is something that you feel on the inside. At a young age, I knew it was something different about me. I knew that I wasn't like everybody else. I also knew that Eventually in life, I was going to see that. I was going to discover that. I was going to remember that sometimes it takes other people being in their light. Sometimes it takes other people touching wealth. Sometimes it takes other people going to the gym for you to get in the gym, for you to see the light within you, for you to know that you're not just darkness, for you to know that you're not just your past, for you to know that you're more than what you think you are. You have to realize that this life is not meant to make us feel like we're in shackles, but it's for us to know that we was never even in shackles in the first place. The shackles was an illusion. The shackles was an illusion of our mind. The shackles was an illusion of our past. The shackle was an illusion of the lies. The shackles was an illusion of projections. They was never real. They was never meant for you to hold on to. They was never meant for you to let them be on you like weights. If anything, if it was on you like a weight, you was supposed to lift it up and put it down and work out that muscle and know by me working out this muscle, something's coming from this. Some type of growth is coming from this. Some type of elevation is coming from this. Some type of building is coming from this. I think Young M.A. in one of her songs, she said something like, "I used them bricks to build me." Baby, use the bricks to build you. Every brick that's been thrown at you, every brick that's been given to you by people of your past, by your childhood, by past versions of yourself, because sometimes unknowingly we throw bricks at ourselves unknowingly. But use those bricks to build yourself a house, to build yourself a mansion, to build yourself a life that you desire to live, not that other people want you to live. When we talk about self-discipline, we talking about self-discipline of your mind as well. It starts in your mind. It starts in your spirit. It starts in your being. If you don't have discipline of your mind, how can you get to the places that you desire to get to? You said that you was gonna go to the gym, but haven't been to the gym. You said you was gonna start waking up early, but you haven't woke up early. You said that you was gonna stop eating sweets. You was gonna take a break from sweets, but you haven't did it yet. You said you was gonna take a break from smoking, but you still smoking. If you don't hold yourself accountable, only you know at the end of the day if you showed up for you how you were supposed to show up for you. You're not lying to anyone but yourself at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you're going to be the person questioning yourself. I remember a video from Les Brown. He talks about, I think it was Les Brown, but also Denzel. And they both talked about how it was a man and he was in the hospital on his last days. All his wishes and desires and dreams came to him saying, "Why didn't you make us happen? What happened? We could have been great. We could have been this." At the end of the day, it's up to you to get you to where you desire to be. It's nobody else's job. It's not your parents. It's not your partner. It's not your family. It's not your friends. It's no one job to get you to where you desire to be internally, externally, emotionally, spiritually, wealth wise. No one job to get you to where you're supposed to be but you, but your higher self, but your future self, but your past self, but your present self. We have to realize that we're capable of so much more once we lock in. Once we tap in, we talk about tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in with yourself. Tap in with yourself. Sit with yourself. Think with yourself, analyze yourself. What can I do better? One thing. Decide one thing starting today when you see this video, whenever you see this video. One thing that you can work on internally about yourself. Not because you're broken, not because something's missing, but because once you start to work on these things internally, you will see your life go so much smoother. You will see that I can do anything. Your confidence starts to build. Let's talk about it. You want to know how you build your confidence? You build your confidence by showing up for you. That's how you build self confidence. Staying disciplined, saying that, okay, I promised myself I was going to do this and I'm going to do it. How about you take yourself on a date by yourself and see how your own company is? And keep that promise to yourself that you're going to do it and see what happens. See what happens after you keep that one promise to yourself. We have to know that if we keep promises to ourselves, then we can keep promises to others. We have to know that if we show up for ourselves, then we're able to show up for others. It's not the other way around. It's not the other way around. And we have to know that. Confirmation. We have to know that. So start showing up for yourself. That's a part of self discipline. That's a part of self love. You can't say that you truly love yourself if you're not showing up for yourself. You can't say that you truly love yourself if you don't have self discipline. That's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. And we have to realize that. We have to know that that's not how it works, right? We got to know that. That's something else that I help my clients with. They want to be more disciplined. Self love and discipline go hand in hand. So if you're showing up for yourself, if you're keeping the promises to yourself, it's nothing for you to have self discipline because they're one. They're one. And that's when accountability come in, because we have to have accountability to reach our goals, to be the person that we desire to be. And we got to let go of, we got to put down self-sabotage, because sometimes we self-sabotage. Sometimes we hold our own self back. Sometimes we be our worst critics. But it's okay because we realize that, we analyze that, and we process that. And we have grace with ourselves and we have compassion with ourselves, right? So I hope that y'all got something from this video today. Look, confirmation came through hard. Oh, goon. Period. I just know that sometimes we be feeling like we're doing enough, and we may be doing enough for that moment, right? But we have to also know that it's so many greater heights that we can reach. It's never a height that's not available to us if we're taking our bow and arrow, because it makes me think about Ochosi, the Orisha Ochosi. He has a bow and arrow, and every time he hit that bow, he know that he's going to reach his target, because he know where his focus is at. He know where his aim is at. So he's putting back his bow and arrow, knowing that he's going to reach his target, because that is his desire. And each time, baby, each time he hits his target, So you have to know that if you desire to do something, if you desire to be something, all you got to do is pull back your bow and arrow and hit the targets. Have that attention. Have your outcome. What do you see yourself doing? How do you see yourself getting there? What is the steps? Who do you need to be? How do you need to show up? And not out of you feeling like you got to show up like this for other people, or you feeling like you got to show up like this because you're not really being yourself. No, show up as you always. And know that if you show up as you always, there's going to be people that love you, that care about you, that wants to pour into you, that wants to see you make it, that want to see you evolve. It's not just about the negative. It's not just about people talking about you. What about people talking goodness about you? What about people spreading your name in a positive way, not just in a negative way? It's easy to think about the negative. It's there. I see it, but do I really see it? Because I'm not paying attention to it. Look, y'all. So we got to realize that in life, we got to show up for ourselves, because if we don't show up for ourselves, how do we teach other people to show up for us? If we're half-assing showing up for ourselves, how can we expect somebody else to show up for us fully? That's not how life works. And we have to realize the energy that we put into things has to come back. So if you giving yourself 100%, if you going all in, like you will go all in on a relationship, like you will go all in on a business plan, like you will go all in on a friendship, you need to go all in on yourself. Give yourself 100%. Give yourself your full ability and capacity, because you can hold it. You can hold anything that you desire if you believe you can hold anything you desire. You are a avatar, you are a ship, and you have the ability to hold so many different things. You have the ability to hold wealth, abundance, love, prosperity, creativity, adventure, joy, love, everything, because you are that. Because you are that in human form. Your true essence is that. But we have to remember that. We have to get back to that. Hope that y'all got something from this video. I know it's been a minute since we've been in nature. I missed it. Y'all know I'm an earth sign, and my moon is in Taurus, so you know I'm a double earth. So I love nature. Even though I haven't been posting videos outside, I still been outside, y'all. I still been in parks. I still been in nature. It's healing. It's beautiful. You can learn from nature. You can learn how in nature it's different seasons, and we got seasons too. And it's okay. All my booking self-love sessions and self-love and healing sessions are below if y'all are interested, women. I thank y'all and I love y'all. Until next time, healing honey, peace.